So I've got my ice, help keep my core cool, a little bit of Starbucks, powder, don't want to be shiny, got to keep everything nice and cool, ready to go. Cool and ready for my camera shot on a hot summer day. So let's go. Good morning, everyone. I'm sitting here now on June 27th, summer school just one day behind me, and my summer about to begin in earnest. But I know that I'm speaking to the future, to a group of well-rested, re-energized teachers ready to take on a new year. I know from my own convocation experiences that you are excited to get started with your year, the sooner the better. Students are headed your way very, very soon, and you want to be ready to hit the ground teaching. Like most, if not all of you, I entered the field of education because I have a passion for knowledge. One of the great benefits of working in a school is that you're surrounded by people equally committed to education. In short, when you teach school, you're surrounded by teachers. And yet I think that everywhere, all the time, we are surrounded by life's teachers. Every moment of our lives is another opportunity to learn and grow. I have been blessed with an amazing set of parents, brother and husband, a group of wonderful friends, and the inspirational family here at Wilshire Elementary, my second home. All of these people have had a profound impact on my life, teaching me irreplaceable lessons. But I'd like to take a few moments today to talk about some of my favorite lessons from some more unlikely sources. First, Mr. Rogers. How I loved Mr. Rogers as a child. The trolley, Daniel's striped tiger, these were staples of my childhood. But it was only after I grew up and became a teacher and a mother that I learned my greatest lessons from Mr. Rogers. Fred Rogers showed me that we can be engaging without becoming a frenetic circus. His show was a walking testament to Marcia Tate strategies, the use of music, storytelling, field trips, visualization, all without ever losing sight of what it meant to honor the dignity of a child. Mr. Rogers also demonstrated for me in the most tangible way the value of consistency and routine in learning. When a child saw Mr. Rogers come in through the front door singing about a beautiful day in the neighborhood, they knew what to expect. A change out of his suit jacket into that iconic sweater, a tying of his tennis shoes, an incredibly valuable lesson even now, I might add, and an anticipatory set. Do you remember last time when we visited the giraffe and the elephant at the wild animal park? We took photos with this camera, and I saved one picture for when I would be with you again. And I'd like to take that picture of Trolley. Listen to that. We have a connection to prior learning, we have hands-on. It's perfect. My goal has been to be like Mr. Rogers. He exemplifies the heart of what I strive for as a teacher, a person that students can rely on, relate to, and connect with. Next, Carl Sagan. Carl opened my eyes, all of our eyes really, back in 1980 to a staggering universe. Without Carl, there would be no Mrs. Frizzle, no Bill Nye the Science Guy. He was the first to make science not only accessible but groovy. He was the master of the analogy. A piece of paper large enough to contain all the zeros in a Googleplex couldn't be stuffed into the known universe. Awesome, what a comparison, right? In his spaceship of the imagination, Carl took me on my first journey into the cosmos, opening my young mind not only to a wealth of great ideas, but to our shared history of great thinkers. And it was really from that exercise that I learned my greatest lesson from Carl Sagan. Analyzing data is an act of courage. In describing one of his own heroes, Johannes Kepler, Carl says, when Kepler found his long-cherished belief did not agree with most precise observation, he accepted this uncomfortable fact. He preferred the hard truth to his dearest illusions. That is the heart of science. Well, of course we know here in HEB that this is also the heart of education. Each and every day we bravely accept where we are and boldly decide where we want to go and how to get there. Each and every day. Not once a year, not because they asked me to. Every day, all the time. We make precise observations. How did this lesson go? What did my students learn? How did they demonstrate it? What went wrong? And every day we respond. We change our thinking, we adjust our technique. Carl Sagan first taught me what would become one of my most important professional skills, to predict and even speculate. but always to distinguish speculation from fact and to act on fact. These two guys, my boys, Zack and Alex, they're so cute when we look at them, but make no mistake, these two are warriors standing every day on the front lines of student achievement. They are also unquestionably the two greatest teachers of my life. And here is the lesson that they want to share with you. Every victory, great or small, follows a battle. Often that battle is waged on the smallest of battlefields. Star results, report cards, these are critical measures of student success. But often the real victory is in the moments of small positive change. 20 minutes of real sustained silent reading. Making the choice not to throw the pencil across the room. Other times the battle rages outside the walls of the schoolhouse. Struggling through 2 hours of homework after a grueling day at school. Getting a good night's sleep in a room with 6 other people. Getting mom or dad to read aloud like the teacher said after working 3 jobs. Students battle against homelessness and poverty, against dyslexia and autism, against cultural barriers and language to find success in school. At my house, taking time to celebrate small victories is not just an exercise, but an honoring of our sometimes battle-weary little soldiers. My boys teach me every day that learning is like filling an ocean, one drop at a time.